When I was 15, my mom dumped me at the airport so she could fly off on a luxury vacation with her new husband and his kids. Can you imagine standing at an airport gate, just 15 years old, and watching your own mother shrug as she hands you a measly $200 and walks away with her new family, leaving you utterly alone? That gut-wrenching moment at gate 24 didn't just shatter my world. It ripped open a painful truth about family, betrayal, and a past I never knew, leading to a comeuppance that would leave her absolutely speechless. My name is Blanche, and looking back, my early childhood with my mom was actually pretty happy. I have these warm memories of weekend trips to the park, her pushing me on the swings until my stomach felt like it was flying. On my 6th birthday, she baked this lopsided chocolate cake, and our tiny apartment felt like a palace decorated with handmade paper streamers. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and for a long time that felt like everything. Then, when I was 8, everything shifted. I walked in one day to find my parents sitting stiffly on opposite ends of our worn couch. The air was thick, heavy, like a storm was coming. They mumbled something about, adults sometimes stop loving each other. And that was it. Divorce. I remember clutching my stuffed rabbit that night, crying myself to sleep as their muffled arguments seeped through my bedroom wall. Mom got primary custody and my dad, he just faded away. Weekends with him became monthly visits, then awkward brief phone calls. By 10, he was a name on a birth certificate, a ghost of a memory. Life with just my mom wasn't easy financially. She worked 2 jobs, waitressing by day, cleaning offices by night. I learned to microwave my own dinners and wear a house key on a string around my neck. But there was a strange comfort in that routine and stability. I knew my place. I knew I was her priority. I never questioned that I was the center of her world. Then at 13 it all changed again. Mom met Richard at the restaurant. He was this wealthy businessman leaving huge tips, always asking for her section. I still remember the flush on her cheeks when she first talked about him, how she described his expensive suits, the way he looked at her like she was special. Their romance was a whirlwind. 6 months later, he proposed with a diamond ring so enormous it looked absurd on her work-worn hand. Before I could even wrap my head around having a stepfather, we were moving into his sprawling suburban mansion. A pool, a home theater, more bathrooms than I could count. And of course Richard's 3 kids. Olivia, 14, with a perpetual sneer that instantly made me feel inferior. Jackson, 12, quiet and withdrawn, who barely acknowledged me. And Zoe, 10, initially friendly, but that quickly vanished once we were all under the same roof. From day one it was painfully clear I didn't belong. Richard was polite but distant, saving his genuine smiles and warmth for his own children. Family dinners were excruciating. They'd talk about private schools, country club memberships, vacation homes, topics from a universe I'd never known. When I spoke about my school or a book I was reading, I'd get polite nods before the conversation inevitably swung back to Olivia's tennis wins, Jackson's debate club triumphs, or Zoe's piano recitals. But what truly twisted the knife was watching my mother transform. The woman who once clipped coupons and haunted clearance racks now talked about designer brands and exclusive restaurants. She colored her hair, whitened her teeth, and started referring to our old life as the struggle years, with an uncomfortable laugh whenever Richard's friends were around. It was like she was shedding her old skin, and with it every part of herself connected to me. I tried desperately to fit in. I offered to help Olivia with her math, complimented Zoe's art, asked Jackson about his full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.